Yes, we are live. We are live.
We are live.
Yeah. So, once again, I would like to say good morning to all of you, all the participants. Please mute your mic, and I'm just handing it over to Shweta ma'am. Shweta
Yes.
ma'am, over to you now.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Shweta, on behalf of LJ Institute of Management Studies, welcomes you all on a second day of Human Resource Excellence Series. As you all aware that this Human Resource Excellence Series is providing a platform to the students, for learning practical aspects from the industry experts. As on second day of HRX, I am feeling immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Harish Kulkarni with us, who is multi-property HR head Reneso Ahmedabad Hotel and 4 Points by Sheraton Ahmedabad. Before this, he was working as an HR manager at Hilton. He has also experience of talent and culture manager, training manager, HR manager, and many more. Mr. Harish Kulkarni has wide variety of 15 years of experience, more than 15 years of experience of different domains of human resource field. Sir has also experience as an academician, so I am sure that he would like to, address our students. How can I skip that this point? This Sir has, always supported us for our summer internship programs, CP and SIP, and even HR Eureka projects. Thank you, sir, for your constant support. Once again, I would like to welcome Sir in HRX 2020. Over to you, Harish, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, perfectly fine. Am I audible? Yes, everyone. Dr. Shweta, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, first of all, thanks a lot.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Sir, can you be a little louder, sir?
Yes. So, first of all, thanks a lot for inviting me to address to the students for this HR conclave. Uh, Thanks, Dr. Shweta, for introducing me to the students. So I'll just take a brief about me, that what what currently what am I doing, what is the current situation. So I was being told that I need to talk about the COVID-19 pandemic. I need to talk about what was the situation before, what was the situation after, what terms, uh, what new things we did, we tried in fighting for this pandemic. So that's what something which we need to talk about. I was talking to Dr. Shweta here in the morning, and I said that can this be an interactive session? I would be liking students to ask questions, students to take things in their hand and ask me that what are the things they would like to know from HR perspective, and specifically in during these tough times. So I'm Harish, basically from Mumbai, but because of work, been moving around all parts of India, and I've been now been stationed in Ahmedabad for last 9 months. I have I am not much intellectual kind of a guy, so I did my hotel management, and then I moved on to work in a department of hotels called as housekeeping. From housekeeping, I moved to training, and from training, I've been an academician. I had done a short stint with Rizvi College of Hotel Management as a lecturer for 2.5 years. Moved to training department of the hotels, and then later on moved to human resource. In education terms, I've completed my BSc in Hospitality and Hotel Administration. Then I've done my Masters in Tourism Management. I have also done my PG diploma in human resource and training with Symbiosis. I have also completed my ISTTD, that is Indian Society for Training and Development, a diploma from that in training. So with overall more than 15 years, I've been in part of hospitality industry, HR industry, and I've seen the industry quite closely. Today, I would introduce myself as I am in a part of industry which is a very small industry considering the total overall industries in India. But side by side, I would also say that I am from that industry which has been the worst affected, the most affected because of this pandemic. So many of you would be knowing what exactly five-star hotels are. For all of us, five-star hotels is all rosy, rosy picture, glittering marbles, nice chandeliers, well-spoken English guys attending you, crisp uniforms. Many of you have kind of a thing for hotels. Oh, this is so nice to work with. You don't have to go to any industry. You don't have to face that heat. You don't have to face that machine noise. It's all very nice, but it's not that. Hotel industry is one of the very, very tough industry, and because we deal with people, and when we are dealing with people, we as HR people play a major role, because you might be learning into your college studies and all, because every human being is different. I cannot have a specific criteria being set for everyone, because everyone's needs are different, everyone's mentality is different, and that's why dealing with people in hotel industry is a bit difficult compared to any other industry, because first and foremost the hotels work on people. We do not have robots into the hotels. In future we might have, they might come down and serve you, they might take your orders, they might take your do your room cleaning and all, but currently that's not the way. And I'm proud that I've been part of this industry, because we interact more and more with people. So coming to COVID, everything was going on fine. We were doing excellent occupancy, we were doing excellent business, people were happy, and suddenly something in mid of Jan and mid of February, this something called as COVID started hitting us. Initially we just took it lightly. Okay, it might be some pandemic. That time we had not named this pandemic. We were like, okay, there is some kind of disease which will just go off. We had seen diseases like chikungunya, we had seen diseases like swine flu. Hey, somebody's, should I stop? Hello. Okay, I'll continue. So we were like, we have seen diseases like chikungunya, swine flu, whatever it is, and we might cross this also. We just neglected it, saying that okay, this is not something which might come into India. It is somewhere in China, and now it is spreading in Europe. Slowly we moved to March, and then the business levels started dropping drastically, considering the scenario of this pandemic. And then we realized, oh, this is something getting very serious. Mid of March, we were like trying to slow down on business levels. We were trying to send people on leave because we didn't require them. We were trying to exhaust our their leaves for that particular month, so that we might be able to save something. In last week of March was a bit difficult, and we all know that what happened later on. So it was a difficult stance. First of all, hotels as an industry work totally on tourism. People don't come to city for whatever reasons, for business reasons, for tourist reason, for any medical reason. People don't flow into the city from various modes of transport, the hotels come to standstill. The most worst was the lockdown, because the movement of people were being restricted. So we thought that, okay, at least people are not coming from other cities to Ahmedabad. We might expect local Ahmedabad people to come down and use our restaurants, but that suddenly stopped because the movement of the people was being restricted. So the business level started dropping drastically, and we had to take essential steps. Just sending people on leaves was not going to help. For April, it was being totally zilch. It was total zilch in terms of revenue, and though also we had to pay the salaries. So our hotel was shut down, but just because the hotel was shut down, we cannot say that we will not pay the salary of our employees. So we started an idea called as pay cuts, which every industry had started, but fortunately or unfortunately, I would not say that the Marriott was the first in hospitality to start off the pay cuts. Initially, it was being deducted only to managerial level. Some percentage was being given to them, and then later on, it flowed down to all the people of the team. Difficult times, but then it started as a shock to everyone. But later on, we started learning something different things from this pandemic. We realized that yes, we can do something called as multi-skilling. We realized that yes, we can do something called as work from home. We realized that yes, some of the back offices of the hotels can work without uniform. We also realized that this is the time where we can actually spend a lot on training, upgrading our skills, so that whenever we go back to our offices, we are well equipped. We got introduced to something called as Zoom. We never heard of what Zoom was, but yes, we got introduced to it. We got introduced something called as Microsoft Teams app. The meetings which was we used to do it in our boardrooms, we used to do in our meeting rooms, offices, shifted to online. That's was something which we all realized it. Moving ahead, we realize that pay cuts are also not very enough, because we are facing a big challenge in terms of revenues. From June onwards, the hotel was open, but again the business was zero. We were not having any people coming down to our hotels, so we had to take a drastic step of retrenchment. So retrenchment is basically because of our business needs. When we do not require certain set of people, we use the word retrenchment for them. Eventually, the effect is same. We had to lay off them, some of the people. So as a Marriott India, as a Marriott International, we took a call of retrenchment. Some of the people whose departments were not expecting that much of volume of business, we had to reduce the cost of those departments, and we had to reduce the manning of those departments, because in maximum in people industry, like tourism, like hotels, payroll cost is the most expensive thing in these companies. So if you go to industrial section, if you go to banking, if you go to FMCGs, payroll cost is not that high, because they deal in technology. Their technological cost might be higher than the payroll cost, but for us, people are our main assets. And so on an average thumb rule for the hotel is, we, it is like we have a revenue of 100 rupees and 25% of this is a payroll cost. So that's an average thumb rule for hotels in India. If the hotel is little bit on a lesser service, it might go to 18%, it might go to 17%, but that's what an average thumb rule is, of not more than 25 to 28%, which is a very high cost compared to other industries. So we had to look at reducing this cost drastically, and that's why the retrenchment step was being taken. Yes, it is a difficult situation as the HR head when you are sitting in a meeting and telling an employee that, okay, we don't require you further because of this reason, for no mistake of his or her, is very, very, very difficult. Any amount of experience, any amount of your past interactions will not help you, because this is something very different situations. As a HR head, in past, I might have given lots of, I might have done terminations, I might have done layoffs, but there was a reason behind it. There was a reason like disciplinary actions, there was a reason of non-performance, there was a reason of hotel kind of being shutting down that particular department, and then that's why we had to lay off those particular set of people. But this time there was no mistake of an employee. It's difficult, it is stressful for everyone to tell that person that, okay, you are no longer being required to come for both. Stressful, of course, for a person, because this particular job of his or hers was his livelihood. He was a, there might be a single, there were instances I was getting a call. So there was instances where people were single sole bread earner of the family, and then we had to let them go. So it was stressful. So we have almost reduced our 25% of manning and trying to operate with existing manning. So that is there, but some of the silver lining to the cloud was we realized that we can do multi-skilling, we can have cross-training done for various people, and run our hotels in a more profitable way compared to what we were doing it earlier. So these are some of the instances what we have experienced about pre-COVID and post-COVID. I would like students to come up and ask questions, not only regarding COVID terms and all those things, but something related to your HRs. What are you looking at in future? Any guidance you need? Any queries you feel that how this can be tackled? Please, you're most welcome. I can listen to you now.
So,
yes, please.
what Marriott Group of Hotels is doing to attract the customers post-COVID, and what Marriott is doing to keep the customers satisfied during this COVID times?
Yes, a very good question in terms of COVID is because we realized is what we are in the industry. We are in COVID. We realized it is something which is related to hygiene. And
Yes.
When you come to hotel, you come to food industry, hygiene is the most important thing. These days, it is one of a biggest asset to a company that if you have been hygienic, if you're following all the hygiene standards, you might be a favorite in terms of your customers. So Marriott all over the world started a program called as Commitment to Clean. So Commitment to Clean was a bigger initiative what Marriott has been taking, and it is assuring the people that yes, the hotels where you're going to stay, the rooms, what you're going to stay, the food, what you're going to eat, is all equipped, very well equipped in terms of proper hygiene standards, in terms of proper cleanliness standards, your social distancing norms. There are various tie-ups which what Marriott hotels have done all over the world, so that the chemicals what we are using are proper, are required to kill those bacteria, as well as they are equally good to our for all the human beings. So in that way, the commitment to clean program is been taking shape in this. From HR perspective, the humongous task of this CTC, what commitment to clean program was, is training the people. So there were we had made around 12 modules of it, and then humongous task was to keep on training people uh, to ensuring that whatever they have been doing before COVID is that they need to stop that, and then they need to ensure that the new norms are being accepted. So just for example, in all the Marriott hotel, after every 20 minutes, we ring a bell so that there is a cleaning schedule which happens, that every associate of Marriott washes their hands either through soap or either through a sanitizer. This is a common practice all over Marriott hotels. We have identified some high touch point areas. After every 20 minutes, those high touch point areas are being sanitized. For example, it is lift buttons, uh, every desk, wherever you can, a person can have a human interaction, door handles, restrooms, these all are being cleaned after every 20 minutes. So this is part of one of your commitment to clean standards.
Okay, sir.
Any
Sir?
further questions? Yeah.
Sir, as you said, we have reduced the staff by 25%. Hello?
Yes, yes, I'm listening.
Yes, sir, as you said that you have reducing the staff by 25%. So by during the time you are reducing the staff, there might be some times that you face some conflicts from employees. How you handle that?
Uh, yes, as I said, that say that we have been the staff has been reduced for no mistake of his or her, but at the same time we ensure that we are legally correct. So whatever terms of appointment letter were being mentioned in the appointment letters, everything was being fulfilled. So if you understand the law, there are two categories of employee. One is your non-bargainable category and bargainable category. So bargainable category is considered as a worker class, where you are unskilled, semi-skilled people, or as per the labor law, for the people who do not have any decision-making authority, or people who do not have authority to sanction somebody's leaves. So that's what your worker class or bargainable class employees would be. So as per the law, we had intimated the labor office well in advance that we are planning to retrench these associates. The remuneration which is there as per the labor law, which was being given to them. So people who have completed 240 days plus in their services, been given an additional 15 days basic salary apart from their 1 month gross. For non-bargainable category, we have ensured that the terms of appointments are being fulfilled. Their 1 month of salary is being given to them because that's what their notice period was. Yes, there were conflicts. Yes, there were difficult situations, but yes, we all had to go through it, and more or less we have sorted them out. We have many of them. Some of one of our associate was having a medical condition where she had to operate herself, and this retrenchment thing was totally shocker for her. So we kept her on rolls without she coming to the office for 2 months more. We ensured that her medical things, the surgery, everything works out well, because she was on company insurance. So we ensured that she got her insurance money, and then the retrenchment happened. So the conflicts were being resolved, but at the same time, Marriott, as a company, we have ensured that whichever our retrenched associates are there, and in future, if there is any vacancy in any of the Marriott hotels, we will be giving preference only to these retrenched associates. There is a clear direction that there will be no outside hiring in Marriott International for the year 2021. So when I say outside hiring, means people who are outside Marriott, people who are not on the rolls of Marriott, we will not be hiring them for the next full year. Whatever vacancies are there, because the moment everything becomes normal, there will be people moving out of the hotel. We will be the business levels will be growing, and then when the business level grows, that we will require people to work. So during that time, any hiring whichever we require, will be fulfilling them only from retrenched associates. So that's what the promise is being done to all these retrenched associates, that we will try our level best to place them somewhere or the other in Marriott. Apart from that, Marriott also has tied up with various placement agencies. We have tied up with Amazon to fulfill their manning requirements, because as I said, that we are the worst affected industry in this pandemic, but some of the industries boomed very well in because of this pandemic, and one of it was Amazon, because people started online orderings. People started there was a huge surge in home deliveries, and Amazon was not able to cope up with their existing staffings. So around all over Marriott India, Amazon approached Marriott India, and then whichever associates were being looking for these job opportunities are being successfully placed with Amazon also now. So these are some of the things which as a company we have to do for the associates when something like this we are doing. I hope it resolves your
Okay, sir.
query.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions? Anyone
Of
more?
Marriott,
What are
so how
Mr.
Marriott
Sir, you can hear me?
engagement activities to keep the employees motivated all the time?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
Yes, so how Marriott is doing the employment engagement activities, to keep the employees motivated all the time. Employment engagement activities, what Marriott is doing.
That is one of the core part of the HR, and we keep on doing various things so that your team members are well engaged. They don't get stressed because of various situations. So recent thing what we have done, Marriott International has partnered with a company called as Me Equilibrium. So Me Equilibrium is a company which sorry, I would just. So Me Equilibrium is a company which makes an app to measure your stress levels. So we all working individuals are going through some of the other stress, of various kind of stress. Many of them are because of your personal problems. Many of them have lost their jobs. Many of them have been working, but their salaries are not full, and many of them are having a fear of uncertainty that, okay, today I'm working, what if my job, there is a job loss for me tomorrow. So it is an app which is being designed, which ask you some kind of questions. There is an online test which the employee has to go through for, and the moment that test is being done, you are being given your stress levels, that how are you doing in terms of your stress. So and then in terms of those, you get daily updates from that app, so that okay, you need to do these things, so that you need to reduce your stress, you need to build up your confidence, you need to build up to interact things with others, you need to build up your team bonding skills, you need to talk often, talk more, so that the stress or which is there in your head can be handled. So that's one of the unique initiative what Marriott has done.
I have a question. It is related to your recruitment partner, Amazon, which you have just discussed. I hope
Yes.
am I audible, sir?
No, I didn't understood the question. I couldn't hear the question.
I have a question related to your recruitment partner, Amazon, which you said that we are recruiting for Amazon. So I just want to ask, because this is a thing which I'm listening this first time, that a hotel industry or a hotel is actually recruiting for a e-cart or a retailer. So can you just explain, because most of the time consultancies are like HR consultancies are doing this thing. So is it like it's new thing or it's common?
No, it's a totally new thing. This is something, as I said, that there is a silver lining to the cloud, that we also did find out something good about this pandemic. Frankly telling you, hotel industry employees are basically, the moment you are working in a hotel, changing the industry is a bit difficult. That is first. Second is, we did not recruit for Amazon. We were not a third party for Amazon. We placed our associates in Amazon who are being retrenched, and we gave a job opportunity for them in Amazon, because Amazon was looking out for various positions, customers care executives, customer sales. Some of the areas were like in warehouses, they were looking for people. In their offices, they were looking for housekeeping people. There was admin manager's position. There was positions for customer sales, customer complaint managers. So some of the people from Marriott are already been placed in Amazon, because we had a tie-up with them. So this tie-up was basically, we just approached Amazon, Marriott Marriott India approached Amazon that, okay, can you look forward to get our associates a job in your company? Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any further questions? Anything which you would like to know? Not only in terms of COVID, but in terms of HR, that how are we doing? Any career prospects into the hotels?
Sir, what are the ways to increase hospitality for customers?
Ways to increase hospitality for customers.
What are the ways? Yeah.
Ways. I didn't get your question. So you want to increase the hospitality business, or you are looking?
A hospitality business of customers.
Yeah. So basically, when we are looking at hospitality business specifically in these terms, as I told you, your apart from the first here is to find out the first deciding factor earlier was rate for rooms, as well as for your banquet business and all that. But nowadays, at the same time, apart from rate, there is one more deciding factor which is there, that how hygienic your hotel is, how hygienic your restaurant is, how hygienic your ballrooms are. So that's one of the major deciding factor. On that basis is something which your hospitality can be increased. Apart from that, is your publicity, is from your mouth to mouth publicity. You also ensure that people talk about our hotel. We ensure that we are also looking forward to make sure that your hotel is being well marketed all over the city. The target audience of that particular hotel are being well marketed. It should not happen that my agencies or my marketings are targeting a group of people who will never ever come to a 5-star hotel. So those marketing strategies needs to be very, very well equipped so that it reaches the right person at a right time. Also, side by side, we need to keep a tap on what my competition is doing. So that is also something which is important, because I need to know that what my competition is doing to do it better than what I am doing.
So you have talked means about competition. So Marriott Group of Hotels is doing what, something unique or different than other rivals are doing in hospitality industry?
That's as a Marriott company, first of all, the name itself is a big advantage for us. After 2016, we are the largest hospitality brand operator all over the world. In international terms, in terms of your rooms, in terms of your number of hotels. Currently in India, we are second largest brand operator in India hospitality market. So that's one of the biggest asset what we have. Second is we have a loyalty program called as Marriott Bonvoy. So loyalty is basically everyone of us would be knowing that you go to Big Bazaar, you go to any of your departmental store, they keep on asking you that, sir, do you have a loyalty card? Why don't you become loyal to us? So same way Marriott has a loyalty card called as Marriott Bonvoy. And as and when the people stay with Marriott, they get their points, then ensure they get their various services, they get their upgrades, they get your free room nights. So Marriott Bonvoy will offer you something so that you do not go away to somewhere else in terms of your requirements of your hotels, requirements of your restaurants, requirements of your banqueting facilities, etc. And also the presence of Marriott is almost in all A, B, and C category cities of India. So if you are a Marriott Bonvoy member, you really do not need to go somewhere else, because a Marriott hotel is already placed in the city.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Which kind of challenges as a HR person you are facing when you are dealing with employees at every level of employees, not specific to COVID times, but in general? Which kind of challenges at every level, and how you are coping up with that?
Yeah. So as I said, for hotel industry, people is again very, very important, and my entry level, that's what we call it as associate level, is a biggest chunk of what I have in terms of your manpower. If you compare with other industries, FMCs industries, or if you compare with any other manufacturing industry, the entry level associates who are there are not very, very well educated, are not very, very tech savvy. So the challenges come in here is that their understanding is a bit difficult. So we really need to go up to their level and make them understand. So there are instances where when we have started online leave management, when we have started your online attendance, there are instances where some of our people do not have a normal smartphone, so that they cannot download an app, they cannot apply their leaves online, they cannot rectify their attendance online. And this is what dead block comes here, is that this is at the entry level, where you cannot see this kind of scenario in IT sector, you cannot see this kind of scenarios in FMCGs or something like that. So these are kind of instances. Technological issues are more nowadays. Your PF, ESIC, everything has become online. But at the same time, my team members still feel that okay, that human approach which is there, that in olden times you used to go to human resource for your PF queries, then the human resource used to solve them and get it cleared. Same way, they still expect the human resource team to do that. But actually, it is very easy nowadays. It's all online, and it doesn't requires much of time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, earlier you mentioned that you are not a talkative kind of person. So how does it work out for you? Because it's like HR is all about extrovert and talkative person.
I would say that I would not say that I am not a talkative person, but when it is required, I need to speak. I cannot just keep mum and let things happen. I need to intervene in between, and I need to talk. I would mention myself as an introvert guy who would find it difficult to start off the conversation with. But when it comes of work is there, my daily HR work is there, when it is terms of talking to employees is there, when it terms in terms of your formalizing strategies are there, I need to open my mouth and I need to talk.
Yeah, I get it. I face same problem, so that's why. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, basically for a solution to this is that you need to talk in terms of your work-wise, in terms of you might be having your group presentations, I guess your MBA third year students. So, sorry, third semester students. So you might be having a group presentations and all those. So during that time, you can start practicing yourself. But it is at the same time, I would not say that it is not it is not something bad to be an introvert. I'm proud that I'm an introvert. So be as how you are.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Anything else? Any questions from? Sorry?
Sir, I want to know the size of your HR team. I mean, how many person are working under you? How many people are there as the size of HR team?
A very good question, and actually you are kind of spraying a nice salt on my wounds. So earlier I had a team of around 5 people managing both the hotel, excluding me. Currently it is only me and my HR executive. So charity begins from your home, and unfortunately I had to retrench some of my team members also.
Thank you, sir. It was not intentional.
No. No, I was just joking. Don't worry. Anything else? Anything, Dr. Shweta, if you would like to ask something?
Oh, sir, thank you very much.
So I take this opportunity for to inform this to the students that yes, we all always very open for your learning, for your experience. You can always get in touch with Dr. Shweta if you want to have a round of the hotels, if you want to see how HR functions, if you want to have some interactions to be done with my marketing team, some interactions to be done with my finance team, or if you want to come down and see how HR works actually, you're always welcome. Please get in touch with me, and we can of course work it out. How do you do? How can you come down to the hotels and see?
Sir, you people have always supported us in terms of our comprehensive project, SIP, HR Eureka projects.
Yes,
So your
yes.
constant support is there. Thank you, sir, for that.
I'm a bit new in this, particularly with Marriott in Ahmedabad.
We were in touch with Mr. Himanshu Tomar.
Yes. Himanshu was a great support for all of us, and then he's one of the team member who has been in touch with you.
Yeah.
So we continue with this kind of interactions, surely, and we look forward that we all come out of this phase as soon as possible. Till that time, be safe, be at home, take care.
Right. Any question, guys? Any question? Anyone? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. It was indeed a great session, right? And we faculty also learned many new things. I'm sure students must have enjoyed the session, right? And you have touched
Hopefully
upon
they have enjoyed.
grassroots. I'm sure, sir, they must have enjoyed, right? And sir, you have touched upon many grassroots level things, and they
Yeah.
are also learning labor laws. You have touched
Yes.
upon and focus on that part as well. So it was
Yes,
really
yes.
very nice. So, sir,
Right.
heartfelt thanks to you for sparing your valuable time with us, with our
Welcome.
students. Now, I would like to request Kinjal Jain, our student, to deliver a vote of thanks for the sir.
Thank you.
Over to you, Kinjal.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Kinjal, and on behalf of all the students of LG Institute of Management Study, I extend a really vote of thanks to you, sir, to spare a wonderful experience with us. And you also share us wonderful knowledge about the HR human resources in post-COVID-19. Thank you so much, sir, for giving this a wonderful opportunity to expand our thoughts and minds, which will helpful in the future events of us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Dr. Shweta, and thanks to all the students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Bye,
Take
sir.
care.
Bye, sir. Thanks.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
It's a nice pleasure to have you here.
Students are requested to join again at 12:45. Am I right, Ranjana ma'am? Ranjana ma'am, 12:45.
Again,
Okay,
at
ma'am.
45, join with the same ID, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, students. Everyone, thanks again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye, bye. See you all at 12:45
Bye, bye.
again.
Sure,
Yes,
ma'am.
yeah.